With Pierre Brooks now in the fold, all eyes turn to Jaden Aikens, the #1 priority for Michigan State basketball in the class of 21. They absolutely need to add an additional ball handler to the roster, particularly at the point guard spot, and Jaden Aikens is the complete package. A quick twitch athlete with an extremely tight handle, the ability to create scoring opportunities for himself and his teammates off of the dribble, and a super springy kid. All around one of the more underrated recruits to come out of the state of Michigan in a while. He's currently rated on 24/7's composite at 99. To me, he projects way more as a top 50 kid. If I was to have a guarantee of either 1 year of Amani Bates or 3 years of Jaden Aikens, I would take Akins.
Jaden Aikens' #1 definable asset is his shot creation ability from the bounce. You watching this combination here, plant the left foot between the legs, effortlessly behind the back into the jumper, uses his elevation to shoot over the defender who's in his face. It's an elite skill set that not a ton of guys have. Here behind the back into the crossover combination with the jumper up, the hard dribble here, freezing the guy into the step back. He can score from three-point land. He can score at the mid-range. The ability to constantly have the ball on the string. He uses his hesitation, uses his ability to keep his hand on top of the ball to keep you guessing whether he's going to shoot it or drive it. The ability to get his shot off at any moment. The change of direction, the change of speed. It's the complete package. He also is an extremely good shooter. He had a game this year where Izzo and some of the coaches from Northwestern were in the building. He dropped 9 from 11 from beyond the arc, scored 35 points. He's a guy that can give you buckets in bunches, and when he does, it's just really fun to watch. I like his shot form. It's a little bit of a lower point of release, but it goes in. And now you get to watch him score at the 3rd level, which is at the rim. He needs to continue to work on his frame, but he has an ability to score with either hand. He uses some of his length to be able to get to the rim and finish. And he has really nice body control. You can see right here, he can avoid some of the contact, some of the players that he sees near the rim because of his athletic ability. Overall, he's an extremely versatile scorer and a really tough guard because of his ability to score at all 3 levels. In addition to his offensive repertoire and his ability to score in a variety of different ways, he has next-level NBA-type athleticism. You see the tip dunk here over a guy. Particularly in transition, he gets out and finishes above the rim. The ability to be able to throw up a lob for your point guard. Michigan State has not had that in a long time, and they really just have never had a guy like Jaden Aikens. You watch here on the chase down blocks, the ability to play well above the rim, defensively, particularly in the open court. Just the display of athleticism all around is just extremely impressive. And lastly, you see his ability to create for his teammates. Here in the open court, going full speed, a no-look perfect pocket pass, extremely dangerous in transition. His ability to create so much pressure on opposing defenses because of his ability to score, allows his teammates to get open. He sees the floor extremely well, and he really is looking to get his teammates involved. He's a complete point guard package. First of the 2-player comps that I have is Kevin Porter Jr. Obviously, from a physical standpoint, he's taller, he's much thicker than Jaden Aikens, but Kevin Porter Jr. probably had the best individual shot creation ability in this last draft. It was an absolute crime that he slipped to 30. I can't believe the Pistons swung and missed on him. And I just see a lot of their game. He's a lefty. He really has a tight handle. His ability to get into his jump shot off the dribble, his step back ability. I just think it's a really good comparison. He ended up playing a year at USC. He was a 5-star type kid. He had some character issues, which is why he fell in the draft. But I think when you watch the clips, you're going to see what I've seen is that, the shot creating ability is very, very similar between these two. Gets him right here on a little snap back, creates the space off the dribble, cash. This combination from Jaden is actually more difficult than what you just saw Kevin Porter do. Little step back here. The ability to freeze a guy with the hesitation. Jaden Aikens has the same move right there. Having the ball on a string, being able to shoot at any point in time off the dribble. Just really similar characteristics. And not a lot of guys have these type of qualities. If you look at the 21 class, I think you could make an argument that,
there's maybe 10 guys in the class that can do what Jaden Aikens can with the ball in his hands. Now you see that little drifter fade away there. The ability to just get your shot off of the dribble at any point in time. And it's an elite skill set, and there's not a lot of guys that have it, and Jaden is one of them. The second player comp that I have is Ja Morant. From a physical standpoint, they're near mirror images of each other. Similar height and weight, slender frame, longer arms. You look at their lower half and you wouldn't expect them to be able to leap the way that they can because it doesn't look like a ton of power should be able to be generated. But it's just a different type of lean athletic ability. Obviously, Ja Morant was a top 2 pick on his way to a Rookie of the Year campaign. Akins is going to have to put in some serious work to potentially be able to get where he is. But Ja was underrated, under-recruited. He took college basketball by storm, and Akins has the capabilities to do that by year 2 or 3. A point guard should not be able to block a shot like that with 2 hands. When I saw this from Akins, I immediately thought Ja Morant, just unbelievable. Now you see here on the weak side, coming over and erasing it. Akins has that capability to get back and block shots. Here he comes from halfway across the court and eats it. Now you see the extension with Morant in the left hand. Here from Akins, very similar. And then where they're at their best, downhill in transition, full speed, the ability to just step by a guy who's standing there. An elite skill set, and Akins has it.